Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Zano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in uno, dos, tres galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, we have a lot of things on the horizon. I need you to subscribe to the podcast because we are going full-blown blast off, okay? And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to hang in there. You will see. We'll have a website up in the next week. We will get things rocking and rolling. As I like to say every now and then, the grease is a popping, okay? We gonna be hotter than fish grease, all right? So stick around, stay tuned, tune in on a regular basis, subscribe so you don't miss out on the daily podcast. We're gonna get things rocking and rolling, okay? And so today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something very important. We are going to talk about you and your gifts and why you owe it to yourself to do the things that are very necessary to get going, all right? A lot of times, we talked about this yesterday, we get kind of stuck. You kind of, I don't know, what should I do, blah, 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 blah. Talks about being a baby. I don't know. There's a great movie that you should watch if you ever want to see potential trying to go to waste, but at the end of the day, it comes up, it comes out, and it goes ahead. And it's Good Will Hunting. It's a very good movie. It's about Matt Damon. Matt Damon, some type of genius. You know, he has a very high IQ. He works he's the janitor at MIT, and they catch him solving puzzles, solving math problems that the students can't solve, and they're like, "What's going on with you?" Blah 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 blah. I don't know if you ever seen the movie, but you know, I went to the movies and saw that in 1998. Okay, and it's a lot of lessons in that movie that you have to check out. And one of the best scenes is when Ben Affleck is one of the best scenes is when the great Ben Affleck is talking to Matt Damon, and he's like, "So how's it going, man? They gonna give you a job or what?" And he's like, "Yeah, they offered me a job." And he's like, "I'm gonna be a lab rat." And he's like, "Hey, it's better to do a construction," which I highly agree. You know, would you rather do math problems for $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, or you rather, you know, be hitting bricks all day for, you know, pennies on the dollar? You know, duh. But Matt Damon's like, "What? I'm not gonna do that, man. I ain't leaving here. Me and you gonna have kids together, living next door." And he's like, no disrespect at all, pal, but if you stay here 20 years, man, I'm gonna break your neck." And he's like, "What? What you wanna break my neck for?" And he's like, "Hey, man, you owe it." And he's like, "Why do I have to owe it?" And he's like, "No. You owe it to me. Forget about you, pal. You owe it to me." And he's like, "Because I know I'm going to be here 20 years from now still working construction, and I'm fine with that. That's okay." He's like, "But you got a gift, and you're too much of a chicken to cash in on it, okay?" And that's a lot of times, that's a lot of us in life. Sometimes you just don't know that you have gifts. They are deep. They are embedded in you, and you have to just pull them out. As I told you yesterday, I'm going to tell you every day. Greatness is already in you. You just have to step into the greatness. You owe it to you. You owe it to your friends. You owe it to your family. You owe it to the universe. You know, me. I owe it to Creator. You know, I owe it to God. You know, I have gifts. You know, if I want to really flourish, you know, not just about, and it ain't even about money. It's not even about money. But if you just want to flourish, you know, let's say you are working at a job and you do not like your job, and it's like, I don't like my job. And so then, you are not happy, and you probably go home and you make other people unhappy, you're making other people miserable. But just think, if you were doing something every day that you loved, if you was doing stuff that you really wanted to do, and you and then you would come back, you would come from wherever, you would come home to your spouse or your brother, your mother, your father, whoever you live with, or whoever you spend a lot of time with. You would come around them, you would be pleasant, you would be a lot more personable, and then that would rub off on them, and they would go, look at John over here. John is an inspiration to me. Blah 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 blah. John does this, John does that. John is so happy. I feel like I should try to venture out and do what I want to do to make me happy, to work, to create something or work a job that makes me happy, makes me thrilled, It ain't all about money. It's not all about, sometimes it's just about, me and my cousin, we had a discussion the other day. My cousin, he had to go. He had to get another car for his wife, and we had this joke. And we call it the middle class hustle, because being in the middle class is a hustle. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody, but being middle class is a hustle, because you go to work and then you buy this crap, and it's if it makes you happy, of course, and if you can afford it, of course, but you just know you have to pay for this stuff, and you don't want to be paying for something that you're just gonna go to waste. I got a brother-in-law and a sister-in-law, and they got a boat, and it's not for me and my wife, but when I was on the boat with them, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I was like, man, they got a nice boat, and they love it. And every week they use the boat. Every week they get use out of that boat. Every week they go. Every week they go to this place. They hang out. They have boat friends. They do all these boat things. And I'm like, man, that's very cool. They are put into use. But you and I both know that we know people. We have people in our lives. We might be the people. You buy a bunch of crap, you never use it. You buy more crap, you never use it. That is the middle class hustle. They want you to buy stuff, and buy stuff. And I don't know about you, but as a black man in America, black people spend more than anybody. I don't know why, but then sometimes we have no money. The middle class hustle, because a lot of times they have sold people on. I definitely know in America they have sold people on the dream of, hey, you can buy you a little house, you can do this, you can do that, you can go to work, you can come back, work-life balance, blah blah blah. There is really no such thing as a work-life balance. If you buy a bunch of crap, it's unfortunate, but you have to work to pay for that crap, and so sometimes, if you ever think about it, and you like, because I grew up in a small town, and one thing about the small town is it was very slow. It was a pace that I approved of. Okay, it's a pace that I still take to this day in life. My wife gets annoyed sometimes, but I'm never in a hurry. I don't get in a hurry very much, and it's just the way I grew up. And I'm like, hey, I gotta pace myself, and so I say all that to say, hey, if there's something that you want to do, if there's something that you want to achieve, whether it be big or small, step into it. Okay, don't wait around. Don't think, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't want to, I'm too scared, or I never want to do this, I never want to do that. It's an obligation, it's your duty to maximize your talents. It's a duty to maximize your gifts. It's a blessing to have, and it's a curse if you don't use them. So I'm here to tell you, I'm not preaching to you today, but I'm here to tell you, whatever it is you're good at, double down on that. Try it. Keep going. Keep striving. Turn that into a business. Turn that into a higher paying job or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create, do that. But don't be the person who can draw and you never draw anything. Don't be the person who could tell a good story and you never out here telling stories. You see all these crap. It's unfortunate. I hate to bash anybody. I hate to knock anybody. God bless all of you. I love all of you. But you see all these people with these stupid podcasts about relationships and all that. That ain't no gift. That's just people trying to catch a wave. Okay, you and I are different. As I say before, if you listen to this podcast, you are different. You are striving for other things. You're not. Because hey, let me tell you something. I have a couple of family members who listen to this podcast, but the majority of my family don't even know I have a podcast, and we do that on purpose. You know why I did it on purpose? I want to talk to you. I want to be able to reach people that I've never met. I want to be able to reach an audience that I know will listen to me, because a lot of times you and I both know. And if you have dreams, you have goals, you have things you want to accomplish, my advice, I'm just going to tell you something, tell it to yourself. You might want to tell it to a close friend, but I wouldn't even announce it to your family, because, the worst thing about it is whenever you tell people that hey, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that. Man, you ain't finna do nothing. All that type of stuff. But what I'm here to tell you is you have a gift. You have amazing gifts. You have amazing things that you can do. And man, if you don't do them, woman, if you don't do them, if you don't do them, then you are pissing them away. And nobody, the universe don't like you pissing the gifts away. Okay? I'm just here to tell you, you do not want to be 85 years old living in regret. Okay? You do not want to be 65 living in regret. You do not want to be 55 living in regret. Oh, I should have did this, I should have did that. There's always time in the day for you to try things. There's always time in the day for you to get up off your feet and do the things that you want to accomplish. There is plenty of time in the day. You make the time to do the things that you want to do, okay? And I want you to get out there, figure out what you want to do, figure out what you can do. It don't matter if you ain't never done it before. And if you want to try it out. But what I'm telling you is you owe it. You owe it to me, okay? No, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the people that you love. You owe it to the universe to do whatever it is you want to do. And if there's something you've been waiting around on, something you've been hesitating, something you've been, I don't know. I want you to stop today. I want you to get your. I was about to take it back to. If you ever want to hear me cursing, go back to the first couple episodes of the podcast. But I want you to get your behind in here, okay? I want you to look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain right now. I'm talking to you. Look at me. I want you to, whatever it is you want to do, I want you to get a piece of paper today. Write it down. And I want you to get started, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself, okay? Let's stop BSing around. Let's stop playing around, man. Hey, when I'm on vacation, let me tell you something right now, Bucko. Bucko, when I'm on vacation and you email me, some of y'all slack jaws should, some of you slack jaws don't, but that's okay. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna give you a little caveat right now, okay? I'm gonna give you a little news flash right now. Right now, it's your best time to email me and chit chat with me. Once we start doing major numbers, I'm not fooling with you, okay? And don't say, hey man, I've been listening to you from the beginning. I never heard from you. How the hell am I supposed to know you? How am I supposed to know you what you was listening to? I hear from people from time to time, but I ain't heard from you, okay? So, I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a warning. 2025, when you like, man, he don't even be talking to nobody, man. He acting funny. I'm going to say, hey, dog, you had your chance, bucko, and you didn't do it. You didn't take advantage. So that's your problem, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the universe to do the thing that you want to do. I don't care what it is, man. I don't care if you want to start a paint shop. I don't care what it is. You want to build cars. I don't care what it is. You owe it to all of us to reach your goals, to max out your potential. Okay? You owe it to us. So get in there, get in the game, get to it, start today. Don't be waiting around, don't mess around, don't play around, don't screw around. Hop to it. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. Like I said, we coming in hot, we coming in heavy. Hey, we are cooking with grease. So jump on board, listen and subscribe, go back. Man, we got 700 something episodes. Go back, listen to all of them. Download them, send them to your friends. Go buy the Action Speaks Loudest t-shirt. Go buy the Action Speaks Loudest merchandise, okay? And we'll be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony D. Rizano. Thank you for listening. God bless you. God bless you. And God bless you. And we'll be back tomorrow. But until then, as always, everybody, peace.